So this is the last of the episodes where I have to dub the audio afterwards. Um, so yeah, that'll be done after this. But the plan for this one is we're gonna kill two dragons in this one. Because at some point I went back to Ustengrav and got the free soul. I just don't remember. I don't remember when it was anymore. I cannot wait until we have the clear skies shout. So yeah, we got ourselves some resist potions. For those of you that don't know, Delphine has either one or two good resist potions of all of the elements that are considered steel. But I mean, if you really want a metagame, you probably should take them on all characters because you have up to 10 thefts with every single blessing. So that's a good use of your 10. Did a whopping like 25 damage to him of his 7k health. Just Skyrim dragon things. But I mean, I also don't have any armor pen. So he's pretty much flying around in a circle. I don't know what element he is. So that's kind of why we haven't really done anything yet. Because for those of you that have been paying attention, I have one word of fire breath, one word of frost breath. So if you go and get the free soul from Ustengrav, you kind of wait to see what Salakanir is, and then you buy the shout accordingly. But he still hasn't used a breath yet, so I don't know what element he is. But this is definitely going to be the Spectral Archer show. And Solid Kinnear, for some reason, loves to go and land over there and fuck with the mammoths. I don't know why. But a lot of the times he'll go and fuck with the mammoths, and then they'll like do 2,000 or 3,000 damage to him. So it's actually a lot of times turns out to be for the best. But it looks like he's a poison dragon, which is, yeah, which is really dumb. So I just basically decide I'm gonna take whatever shout. because poison dragons aren't resistant to either element. So I don't like poison dragons at all. I think I'm gonna figure out how to delete them entirely. I think. Because obviously, if you can, you always want to use fire breath unless the dragon's resistant to it, because you can always go and get fire within from Parthenax, and then it's worth. And then you always want to kill dragons with fire breath, because you just do more damage than ice breath does. So she got paralyzed because she doesn't have poison resist. So his bite does paralysis poison, but once again, if you have high poison resist, which I'm a vampire, so I have 100%, there's really nothing he can do to me other than kill me with the bite damage itself. But I also have 500 HP, so that, and like 700 armor, so that's not likely either. But this is the engaging dragon combat, because I don't have enough armor pen for it to be even worth me risking melee fighting him, because I don't have any block either. Because if you're a block character and melee, it's very easy to just block. Block is bite, power attack, block is bite, power attack, and then he flies off. And you get like 800 HP basically every time he lands. But we're heavily invested in Conjuration and not in two-handed right now, so basically it's the Spectral Archer show. And I think what I realized after this fight is that it's much more efficient to fight dragons with the single cast Spectral Archer, because they die very quickly from his attack, so it's better to just have a lot of them basically pin cushioning him with arrows. Yeah, not much commentary to add here. This is pretty much the gameplay until he dies. Summon Spectral Archers, hit him with Fire Breath. That's it. Now what I don't want is to get bit. So even with 700 armor, an unblocked bite will do like 300, 400 damage to me. 5 graders, man. We're at the point in the game where it's incredibly rewarding to dragon hunt.
Whatever. I'm one of the a very long for the last 2. Now that dragons are coming back, I'm one of a very for the last. Now that dragons are coming.
I think this is before I had the. Yeah, I think this is before I had the bug fix. I didn't know there was a bug fix for this.
The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing saw the Empire, and now the dragon. Who else gains from that? But if we problem is that place is. Meet me back. Keep an eye on this.
And the only reason I didn't cut this dialogue is because we're going to do another dragon. Because the Kynesgrove dragon is very close to the Bonestrewn Crest dragon. Jesus Christ. Can't speak. So it's always nice to just knock out those 2 dragons in one go. And the Bonestrewn Crest, like I said before, has another Word of Frost Breath, so as well as a boss chest. So it's very, very worth doing because you get the insights from the dragon plus the boss chest plus a Word of Frost Breath. So, and Fire and Frost Breath are useful on pretty much every character except for a Destruction Mage. So you might as well always do it. She's standing still, bro. Because I don't want her, like, hitting me in the back with spells while I'm trying to kill a dragon. I forgot, one of the quest lines sends you here, I just don't remember which one. I think it's, Sanguine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these dragons love fucking with mammoths, man. And he's at Drain Vitality, which is, of course, always annoying. But he's getting jacked up by this giant. Giants hit him for like 400 apiece or something like that. Somehow that doesn't reach because of reasons. So he is fire, so we now use the soul we got from Salakanir to learn Frost Breath. And then once we kill him, we'll have one more word to spare, which I believe we use for Kind's Peace. Now, there's a very strategic order you can kill dragons and get shouts in that's very helpful. Because like I've said in my jTweaks video, I'm not a fan of RNG in RPGs at all. I'm a fan of proper build planning. So you build, you build in this game based on, gear that you know where it is for the most part. I mean, every once in a while, yeah, you find a build-defining item in a chest, but that's pretty uncommon. Most of the time, you go chest hunting just for insights and gold, so, which I'm fine with. I believe Drain Vitality doesn't hurt them that much either, because they are undead. But unfortunately, they don't do that much damage to him. And I don't have Skeletal Hero. I don't believe. Because Skeletal Hero, as I found out, has a two-handed Frost Battle Axe. So if you want to have a summon that does Frost damage, that's a good one to do. And it's adept just like the Spectral Archers. But it gives you something spammable against dragons that does Frost damage. As a fire dragon, he's not immune to fire, but he has like 90% resist or something like that. So, or 80%, something like that. That somehow didn't hit him. But yeah, this is engaging dragon combat. It is what it is. I think a lot of the dragon fights in this series after this, I believe I cut a lot of them. Until we can actually, like, engage a dragon in melee. I mean, technically you can always engage a dragon in melee if you play smart, but this is me we're talking about. And with no block skill, it's kind of like... It's always kind of risky. Ooh, excuse me. Is left about 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much interesting commentary, unfortunately. I pretty much explained everything we're gonna do and why we're doing it. The only thing I wish is that there was a way to get Dragon Rend much sooner. Clipped on my guy. That cooldown's pretty fast. Surprisingly fast. Missed again. That was a bad shot though, to be fair. Because the projectile's pretty big, so if it clips on anything, it gets stuck. So I guess it's after this one then that I realized that it's much more efficient to just spam single cast Spectral Archers. So, because this fight would have gone much faster if I basically had 3 up at all times. It would have been over a while ago. But I guess common sense didn't really come through for me here. I mean, I have 3 up right now, and as you can see, he just gets peppered. And then once we get the Necromancer Amulet, it's 4 Spectral Archers just constantly pelting him, so they start to melt later on. But, I I mean, you know how it goes. Your first few dragon fights are always drawn out on pretty much every character, unless you wait a long time. Which, I mean, to be fair, we are level 20. We're actually kind of over-leveled a bit here. But I had so much stuff I wanted to do that, like, the levels kind of just piled on. That's why on my next character, I think I'm gonna turn leveling all the way down to like half. Like, I'm gonna make it take twice as many skill points. Hey, I helped. But either way, that's 7 greater insight potions just between the 2 dragons, so plus whatever we get from the chest. But yeah, that's kind of like what I would consider the meta Kynesgrove strat, because these two are right next to each other, and it's always worth killing. If you can kill Salakanir, you might as well kill this dragon too. There's no reason not to. You're already here. I don't see a lot of people do it, which is surprising to me. Because Frost Breath is really good, and you might as well get it while you're here to optimize the amount of time that you spend in East March. I believe we level in this episode, yes. Yeah, oh, we don't level. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Either way, after this is Thalmor Embassy, and like I said, this is the last one that's dubbed, so that one will actually be much further back in time. The dialogue will be, so this is like 2-3 weeks after I recorded this, at least, maybe like a month actually. But either way, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.